Hi guys, it's Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the Awesome10x Global Market Update. It's January 28, 2021, and we mentioned that the US market was getting crazy and crazy, retarded meets retarded. And I'm happy actually. So you are seeing actually a lot of videos right now. They're actually supporting Wall Street bets. In my view, you've seen how GameStop rallied. It's become a global sensation. And in a way, Melvin Capital, which was actually the casualty of this event, actually has to shut down. So you're seeing that upon GameStop hitting $300 pre-market, it reached 350. We are saddened to the close that our firm is undergoing a forced liquidation. Our process of liquidation may take some time, as every employee has been ordered to liquidate their anus with KY jelly before getting fucked. We are so fucked. So to me, Wall Street Bets said that if they're taking down Wall Street Bets, they better take down every single Wall Street hedge fund that has been endlessly using gangster tactics to make a quick buck. So we do it legally though. So you are seeing a lot of videos. So let me just show you a preview of the videos. Let's talk about the Chamath video that's actually sharing that this is a classic case of a hedge fund that just really was not doing his risk management 101. So if they deserve to lose money, well, Wall Street is correct. And I believe Wall Street Bets is correct that they should pay up. And losers lose, and they have to accept their fate. They were shorting 140% of GameStop, even when 18% of the float was already controlled by Michael Burry at $3.30. And you've got Ryan Cohen entering the Chewy CEO. So at the end of the day, the people who were shorting GameStop deserve to lose their money. We were even actually saying GameStop as a free Friday class pick when the Nasdaq was hitting 12,000 and people were asking, Nikki, Nasdaq is 12,000. Are there still opportunities for me to make a lot of money from? We actually argued and said GameStop. In fact, GameStop, Jumia, Overstock, Nokia, we mentioned about how some of these companies were not exactly as bad as people thought. And so, punish the people who were wrong. But take a look at what happened last night. Your Nokia actually went from inverse head and shoulders here. We were mentioning it, remember? We said that Nokia is likely to go up. And indeed, it has. From about $4 here, it rallied to as high as $9 last night, 9.89, 9.79. You've seen some memes talk about it. But to be honest, we believe that people are just undervaluing Nokia for their 5G. And we were also saying the same thing for Ericsson. And so take note what happened with Ericsson. Let's show it to you, ERIC. Wait up, Okay, Nokia there. Ericsson, let me show to you the exact chart of Ericsson. Ericsson also broke out. So between the two, I'll be fair. I think that Ericsson is the bigger entity here, up about 6% last night, 45 million shares in trading value. And I think this one isn't over, guys. I mentioned that we got in on Ericsson at about 10. We added at 11. We even added at 12. Right now, it's about 13. If you study this closely, it's actually an undervalued bet. So it has rallied last night quickly to about 15.5. But this one is not yet over. So Ericsson right now, study the digital enabler of the future. If you study about the 5G foray of Ericsson, because in my view, it's actually in a run of about 100 to 200%. So I could be wrong. Like it could be just a 50% run. It could be 100% run. For all you know, it's a 1000x run. When we were saying that GameStop at about 4 to 7 seemed to be a very good betting zone, I couldn't predict that it would be $350. To be honest, at 14, I was already happy. So in a sad manner for me, shocks, I sold at 14 to 12. Classic case of actually learning to hold your winners, or at the very least, keep some of your winners intact. So wanted to share to you some of our clients who actually managed to be an Awesome10x investor, and they're looking at some of their profits and they can't believe what's happening to their GMEs. Their GameStop, this is actually an actual client who shared that, let me read the exact thing to you. He said, I didn't log in for my account for so long. I ignored it. I switched phones kasi I even forgot my credentials. And then I said, no problem. Awesome10x is making money while sleeping. And then he said he'll renew it because he got a lot of earnings from GameStop. So I'm glad you realize it is not a day trading, but we make money while sleeping. So buying and sleeping is fine. Look at what he did on November. He just entered out a $3,000 sum, and it's now about $12,000. We practice a lot of diversification, and we teach people to diversify. I actually was berating him that UVXY was not a long-term instrument; it was a short-term instrument. But exactly, of course, UVXY is like a position that is your umbrella when the market rains to the downside. So in fact, UVXY was up like last night from about $10 to $14, right? This is UVXY, which is a volatility index. This is your umbrella. So this umbrella can go as high as about 24 or even at $50 if the world really falls down to the crater. So this is more like an umbrella, more like an insurance, right? So you've got a lot of selling pressure at $20 and $24 and $18. But this is not a long-term thing. You don't just buy it and sleep on it. The buy and sleep mode is really on companies that are really what you believe in. It's not on short-term instruments. So what you're seeing here is that he followed our GameStop call and made 36x or 37x of his money. So that means that his cost was about less than 10. He was getting in at about $8 perhaps. And yeah, well, this is 292. After hours is already 350. So that's an official, I guess, his cost was about 789. So 40 times his money there. So yeah, so even with a very small position, take note that he actually trimmed this. So he trimmed already his position, so only some souvenirs left, but still very good money, right? Ericsson, he continued to hold it. Yep. So hold on to it. Spotify, yep, we like that. AMD, Qualcomm, ChargePoint, SBE, he got in some Copin about 3 months ago. NVIDIA, Nano Dimension, very strong up, 359% up. Tesla, of course, he was also up. So these are some of the awesome 10x picks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is actually a very limited portfolio, 11 stocks, because very little money. So he started with very small amounts of money, $3,000. So, at some point in time, I said to people who start with $3,000, even if as much as I want to diversify you with 30 names or 40 names or 50 names, I can't allow you to have like $50 positions at the end of the day. So, I mean, the point here is that you want to actually invest globally, but not too small. Like you can start with $3,000, no problem with that. But over time, think about your entire portfolio asset allocation. You want to actually have some you want to actually have your position growing over time. So if you really have, let's say in a year, let's say you've got about 500,000 pesos stocked away, don't put it all into cash. Your cash is earning zero. 25% of that is 125,000 pesos. That would be roughly about, it's about 125,000 divided by 48. That's roughly about 3,000 something dollars. So or less than $3,000, but it's still money that you can add into your portfolio, because your portfolio should grow. Like, does it mean that those are the only 10 names that you can invest? No, you can invest in companies like I'll tell you what examples. Okay, so Limelight Network. Okay, this one is not an investment, right? UVXY is a trade. You're seeing this massive breakout last night, 1387. This is a trade. Your loss is what, $10, and then your reward is what, $20. So with a risk reward of like that, if you like to make a risk reward ratio like that, I'm okay with that. So some people are willing to lose 30% for a gain of about 70%. Sometimes people like that, but me personally, I'd go for losing 30% to make 100 to 200%. Just my point of view. So that's not even as attractive as of a risk reward ratio. Nokia, I have it, and then just hold on to it. I think even the $6.50 here will continue to run. So this is still a breakout move. I'd say that people who don't have Nokia can still enter, especially at 650 all the way to 550. What is your risk if you're wrong? Well, your risk is really about $4, but I believe that people are not pricing in the fact that Nokia is a 5G leader. That's the thing. People don't even know, or they didn't even study, that Nokia has left all the smartphone businesses and mobile phone business. Nokia's largest revenue is 5G. And we are going into a 5G infrastructure world wherein Nokia, Huawei, and Ericsson are the top three. Huawei you can't buy. And personally speaking, your Belgium, your Europe, your Singapore, they all signed up with Nokia and Ericsson. So what's my risk? I've gotten my fundamentals intact. I've got my charts aligned. I've even got my diversification exposure also correct. So That's the awesome 10x way. Scared money never wins. And why are you scared? It's because you don't have any idea what you bought. Somebody is asking that GameStop, do you think it will continue to rise till next week because of Melvin's days to cover or short ratio? I'm not a person who likes to make money on those types of things because to be honest, like 47 and 13, that was already my tolerance. The highest price that I was willing to pay for GameStop was during November because of the COVID vaccine. I was making this call that let me go to the exact slide. Okay, I'll tell you my exact call. November, I'll give you the call. November 17, 2020. This was actually an inner circle class. So you're seeing here an actual class. So I was telling them that I was presenting to my classroom that they should actually understand that one night stands means your short-term, secular, casual flings. Can it actually become a marriage material? Meaning, can I actually hold on for it long-term? And I said that, Men's Health even said that couples who turned a one-night stand into a long-term relationship. And how did that happen? Because, the best way to understand if a person is a good partner is to see them in a lot of different circumstances. You want to see them how they react in a bad day, but also in a great day. So, sometimes they're having too much to drink, they're bored. You want to have as many data points as you can get. So, it can actually start as a fling, but the new rules of a one-night stand, 30% of relationships that are actually long-term actually started out as a one-night stand. You can think of your relationship with a stock that's, it was just a one-night stand. I was having a one-night stand with GME, but it ended up becoming a 100x for me. It could be like that. It may have started as a casual hookup, but if the fling time is good, I can hold it forever. I may have thought that it was a fling, but it turns out to be the real thing. People who invested in NEO at about $1, $2, it's what, $60? It was in a way for them like a fling, but they realized, hey, electric vehicle is real, and I am really on a good stock here, so I might as well hold on for the long run, and even add more in my shares. Now, however, for GME, I think like the highest tolerance that we ever gave was actually during November. We actually said it here. I'll tell you what. So this was the exact things that I was saying. From July till forever, people were saying that Jumia was an African e-commerce fraud, and we disagreed. People were saying that dinosaurs have to be extinct. And in a way, we said, no, the banks are not going to die. You won't make a lot of money, but they're not going to die. PVH, retail apocalypse, has a name, but you can't make money like 100% and more. Our airline's going to go bankrupt. I said, it's going to take a long time to recover, but they'll recover. Energy names are bankrupt. In a way, if you really study them, some are actually investing in renewable energy. You probably just didn't know about it. Is Luckin really delisted? Can it really go to zero? I mean, I know that it was an accounting fraud, but at the end of the day, there are liquidation efforts, and the stores can actually be still making money. Not making money, but you can actually liquidate it to another coffee shop manager, and coffee is coffee. There is still a physical store. So there was really some money to be made, especially when you hurt it down 99% down. So of course, we talked a lot about Chinese names. Are they really frauds? Not necessarily. Not all Chinese names were fraud. We took a look at some Douyu and Huya, which are really live streaming platforms of China that's being used by a lot of esports, and where digital advertising really in a decline. Ruby was Magnite, and we really made a killing on Magnite. Like Magnite, you enter at $4. Right now it's at $40. Even if you entered about $7.50 or $9, diba? You still made a huge chunk of money in Magnite. So cannabis, are they truly not making money? We argued no. We could make money in Grow Generation, in Cura Leaf, in True Leaf. And some of our best ideas come from what people think are bad stocks and one night stands. But we said no, it could be a long-term relationship. Take a look at some things like Jumia Group was among the hundreds of businesses in Kenya that were signing up with Jumia agencies, like pickup stations, right? You choose the best trading setups, entry and exit. And this was actually me telling people that, people said that toys were not important. I said, look, Funko has a name, Hasbro has a name, GameStop has a name. Heavy dining restaurants like Shake Shack, Starbucks, McDonald's, they're not going to go extinct. Airlines, tourism like Expedia, Booking, Airbnb, they're not going to get extinct. Department stores like Cole Department Stores, Nordstrom, Macy's, retail, Ralph Lauren, Miniso, Tapestry, Capri Holdings, These were actual buy recommendations that we gave. We said that July, this was just laping here at about 660. Take note, with the COVID vaccine, here, November 17, remember the earnings surprise was Pfizer and BioNTech already had a COVID vaccine. So I argue that, even if I'm paying like 5% higher, I should be making money, right? So I'm gonna tell you my analysis here. My exact analysis here was me saying that, stop overthinking. It's all about the process, the size, and then the results. So this was what was happening. Take note. This was July 15. Designer brands, Delta Airlines, Expedia, Earthstone, Capri Holdings, Macy's, Copin, if you studied, look, and further, GameStop $4, you could see that, hey, during July, you're already seeing people picking this up. And around November 16, the same thing was happening. You've got a COVID vaccine, then you're seeing your Oceaneering, your Nordstrom, your GameStop, your Macy's, Designer Brands, Kohl's Corporation, PVH. Let me tell you guys, Tapestry and all that, CVS Health, CVS Health is not really shorted, but yeah, it was value for me. So there was BBBY. I was talking about Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah. So yeah, we have those names. I mean, to be honest, I was telling everyone that the shorts who lost money, they're freaking pigs. They deserve to lose money. They deserve to shut down. They're not acting as risk managers. If Wall Street Bets and Awesome10x has to tell them you gotta shut down, you better shut down. You have no diversification. You are short massively. My gosh, you don't have risk reward ratios in your favor. You went into a casino. You're like a YOLO freaking YOLO, and you gotta deserve to lose money. So, people are asking, do you have Nokia and Ericsson through analysis thorough? And yeah, Nokia and Ericsson, we got in with a thorough analysis in my inner circle. Everyone inside the Awesome10x inner circle, when they get a buy recommendation from me, it was a deep dive. If you're wondering why our Awesome10x clients can just buy, make money while sleeping, it's because number one, there is a system. We allocate our money 3%, 3% on 30 ideas. But if it's a very small size, when I'm saying, like, of course, like we have some clients, $3,000, I can't like chop it to 30 companies, right? So, okay, maybe 10 names for that, $300 each. But still, if you've got like $100,000, we could chop it up to about 50 names. You've got $2,000, and tell you what, I give you 50 names, about 80% of them will be right. Perhaps 20% of them will be wrong. But the ones that will be right, they'll go 100%, 500%, 10x moves. So system-wise, you're going to make a 300% on your portfolio just by following the system. Has it happened? Yeah, we've got so many testimonials, zombie clients who just copy our system. They copy our summaries. This is what an inner circle looks like. You've got a summary here of exact buying companies, what you're going to buy. Ericsson, Nokia, even your Rocket loans and even your Limelights are still going to be bought. For those who aren't aware, let me show to you, since I shared it anyway in my profile page already, this is my Faces Trader. So I was saying that Revenge of the Sith. This Revenge of the Sith. Okay, let's watch what's happening. GameStop and AMC, short squeeze there. But I was saying, Limelight Networks, people are underestimating the power of Limelight Networks. So just like people, the dark side, Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. Limelight Networks is similar to a transformational play, the way that Bed Bath & Beyond's Mark Tritter did. Bed Bath & Beyond had Mark Tritter, and Target executives knew what to do with a company that was flailing. With Limelight Networks, you've got who? You've got Ben Foyle. Let's read Limelight Networks. For those who don't know who Limelight Networks is, it's competing with Fastly, with Cloudflare, with Akamai. And you could see that it is an American CDN service. It's used for delivery of digital media content. And it has more than 130 points of presence. Let me show you my actual Limelight Networks coverage piece. Let's go to Limelight's. To be honest, Limelight is a great company. So LLNW. Golden Warriors, I covered it around June. So I said that this is Limelight. They enable the leading over-the-top advertising providers from the early days, from Netflix to today. They cater to HBO, BBC, Amazon Prime Video, AMC, ABC, DirecTV, Sky, Vudu, Stars, BT, Comcast Universal, Walt Disney through Hulu. Their mission is to connect the world to people, to the world around them. We remove the barriers because, guys, if you're not aware of the edge computing allows you to actually experience the highest quality HD experience real time for interactive and immersive content so that you can watch all your HBO shows wherever you go. They're also possibly in connected and autonomous vehicles. You have your self-driving cars. How could those cars actually not make an accident? You need real-time content. And real-time content with 5G, what's possible with drone deliveries? Limelight has a huge beneficiary in that realm. How about medical care? Are you already in a zone where you're transforming interactive 3D visualizations for surgical planning? Virtual reality-enabled therapy and rehab. Patient health information is now in augmented reality and connecting care providers. All of these are being catered by Limelight Networks. What's possible in gaming and gambling, guys? You could gamble with your mobile phones. That's what GAN does. That's what a lot of esports like enthusiasts, esports entertainment, GMBL and GAN. So gaming and gambling, even your Luckbox, which is in Canada. So what is needed? You need a true edge platform, which is pervasive, a network device, services, and edge assets. Does Limelight have that? Yeah. This is your future with Limelight Edge. You've got securities on gaming, gambling, entertainment, IoT, massive, right? These are massive trends, and we think that this is a 10x move. You've got a 9-fold increase in internet gaming traffic. You've got a $60 billion size of global sports betting market, and you've got a 12x move in VR and AR traffic, whether it be gaming or medical. You want to watch this? Edge function, serverless computes at the edge. Let's watch this together, 2 minutes.
If you provide streaming video or other content, the pressure is on. To stay competitive, you've got to innovate and customize while you protect and manage your environment. But how do you run the software that does it? A centralized approach makes it difficult to deliver targeted experiences at scale. The client-side approach means supporting a dizzying array of devices and software versions, and latency can spoil the user experience. The solution? Limelight Edge Functions, serverless compute at the network edge, gives you the power to execute code close to your viewers, slashing latency and opening up new opportunities for innovation and customization. It's also developer-friendly, with easy-to-use APIs, support for popular languages like Node.js, Python, and Go, and all new documentation and developer tools. As an example, let's look at dynamic ad insertion. Moving components of your ad decisioning and manifest stitching workflow to the network edge can reduce latency and improve scale. You can support the largest live events at scale while maximizing revenue with targeted ads. Here's another example, service protection. Run your authentication code in Edge functions to quickly verify your members and serve them authorized content, while inviting non-members to sign up for your services. As a third example, deploy delivery service control logic in Edge.
Guys, I'm going to stop you right there. But the point that I'm making is that Awesome10x knows what they're talking about. People who underestimate Awesome10x usually are on the losing side. Okay, guys, it's a free video, but you know that we have an Awesome10x promotion before February 12, 2021. That would be Chinese New Year. You have a 21% discount, an annual fee of just 15,800 pesos, because our original package is 10,000 pesos for 6 months. So that would be 20,000 for a year. We gave an annual promotion fee this year, wherein when you subscribe to Awesome10x, you not only get cheat sheets, transcripts, deep dives, you get to access like portfolio consultation if you want to. But of course, you have to, of course, construct your portfolio. We can even help you construct your portfolio. How do we help you? Because we've got the summaries and the transcripts. We tell you what we want to buy and hold and make money while sleeping. It's not buy and sell. We always also emphasize that if you think that, okay, I'm here for the quick trade, I'm not here for the big money, I want to make like 100% in a few short time. We also have quick trades, but quick trades is something that I personally feel is not really worth your time, especially if you don't have time to monitor. That's why we have a system wherein you buy, you sleep. Some of our clients are even forgetting their passwords and they just look back. Hey, what did my Tesla do? Hey, what did my GameStop do? Hey, what did my Nvidia do? My Qualcomm? What happened to my Copin? Ta-da! It went up. The point that I'm making is that if you know what you own, if you diversify, as you could see, we do deep dives. We do deep dives in sectors, and we even secularly risk reward our investments. So does it make you wonder why housewives, retirees, people who don't have any job, why are they working with Awesome10x and making snapshot testimonials like, I'm up 150%, I'm up 100%, I'm up 500, 300%. Why do you think that happens? Okay, the secret, if Nikki U doesn't work, they have nothing to copy. This is like a cheat sheet. I am like a cheat sheet. They cheat from the best or the people who try to work at what they love. Kobe Bryant said, you find your passion and you do what you love. And my passion is finding great investments in the world. And I teach people how to invest in the best companies in the world. And so I love what I do. I teach for free. As you know, every Friday is a free class. You can watch all my free Friday classes. Try to decide whether if you bought Copin then, if you bought Vuzi then, how much your rewards were, and so forth. Now, it's not just one company and two companies. Every Friday, I have a free Friday class, right? So that means that last Friday, what was the picks? Last Friday, last year's Friday, and so forth. So about Naked, Genius, and U1, I think that these are actually trading charts. So I believe that some of us actually got into Naked brands, but me personally, I feel that it was a short-term trade. It's a quick trade. Urban One is usually Urban Outfitters. U1 is actually always being traded. It's these are one-night stand moves. Genius brands. People asked me already about this. I said at $1.50 that it could probably go $2.50. It even went higher. Like last time was $3. Personally, I believe in Genius brands. So between the three, I approved the Genius buy. And you could see it in my Slack channel before the run-up. Somebody asked me about it. I said, yeah, why do I like Genius? They're like the Cartoon Network of the they're like a Cartoon Network, basically. They have like the Secret Millionaires Club of Warren Buffett. You know, for those who aren't aware of Genius brands, I think that the shows are really good. So, I mean, if I have a child someday, I would love my child to watch Genius as their Cartoon Network. So at $400 million then, but now it's like $800 million, right? Because it doubled already. It's about $3. It doubled overnight. So I think like the point of that I'm saying is that I prefer to know what I own. And if it matches my portfolio, you know, it's a personal thing. I'm not saying that, let's say some people, they believe in these reopening themes. Some people don't believe in it. I'm not trying to force it to you. So some people just like secular trends. So, you know, Limelight Network is a secular trend, right? Those types of things. How about my eToro? As a beginner, where should I go? Is $1,000 enough? You can open $1,000. At the end of the day, you can open $1,000 in eToro. You can open another $1,000 in IBKR. If you had only one choice, I'd say that the best choice is Interactive Brokers because Interactive Brokers has many. Like example, I like to buy AMC. I bought it I got in $4.50 in Interactive Brokers. I couldn't even execute it in eToro. And last night, the market was crashing. eToro was like hanging. So there's like massive technical difficulties in eToro. Number one, they don't have SPACs. They charge 8% a year. They even charge me for weekend rates. You know, I mean, IBKR doesn't charge me like that. IBKR charges me 1.59% a year. And they gave me a best margin. And I'm talking about margin being given for accounts that are just, I think the accounts have to be $5,000 above to get margin. So that's the problem. I mean, if you start too small, think about it, guys. Even if your $1,000 theoretically went 100% up, would you really be happy? It's just 50,000 pesos. Does it really change your life? So, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm so rich, but I'm just saying that look at your pizza pie portfolio. it's understandable that you want to start small, but don't start too small. Like probably, yeah, some people open $3,000, right? They started with $3,000, then it gradually grew after like, after some time. So yeah, you just saw a portfolio that started $3,000. It's now $12,000. I mean, if you wanted to just buy and sleep, that was like 400% in what, 3 months. That was a November student, because GameStop was a buy on November. We were giving a buy on it. If you want to really use the margin, I'd say $5,000 above, because for $5,000 they could allow you to margin $10,000, $15,000. I mean, you can buy for 1.59% a year, and that's a magical thing. Like margin in US, like amazing. So very, very good. All right. Of course, use margin at the right time. And so Awesome10x is there to help you. So yeah, like today I mentioned about Nokia, we already have, so we're holding. UVXY seems to be a trading. So if you're worried that the market will fall, UVXY is your umbrella. Limelight, in my view, is a buy, $4.85 all the way to about $5.50. So I think that this one could run up to as high as 7. So just wait it out. There's a resistance at 7. Rocket companies, I said that 20 was a buy, 23 is a buy. I think that you've got resistance at 28 to 34, Rocket loans. Funko, we've been a buyer of Funko here at about 5 to 6, added more here at 7, added more here at 10. And we actually, guys, have a Funko interview, because one of our members was actually a Funko Awesome10x. So this was our want to buy Funko for Christmas. So yeah, with Franklin Lau. So he was actually we put it in our November buying opportunities as well. So around November we were buying Funko at about $6-7. Right now it's about 12. It even reached as high as 14 last night. Some people who see value are deserving to make some money on it. Let's see. Last night, all international brokers were broken. I also thought it's only eToro. Well, IBKR wasn't that lagging, in fairness. Teleray, Canopy Growth, Organigram, Afria, Hexo, Untapped still in the market trends. Any thoughts here, Miss Nikki? It's not Untapped. We have all of these names. We've made like 100, 300% already on Hexo. I talked about cannabis names. I talked a lot about this. I said that the Kamala Harris was going to benefit all of these cannabis names. We even made 16 cannabis names for your Awesome10x portfolio. And I deep dived some of them. I deep dive Green Thumb. I deep dive Grow Generation. I deep dive True Leaf, Relief You Can Rely On, GW Pharma. And then some of the names, I mean, even if I didn't deep dive them, I believed in them. Like Hexo does so well when it comes to Israel medical marijuana. So it's not true that we deep dive CGC, Canopy Growth. But at the same time, Canopy Growth is like the bigger entity there. So you kind of have a harder time to 10x with Canopy Growth. So I think like the 10x move is Hexo. And I mentioned it like many, many times. So I think there's a lot of opportunities. People who say that the market is frothy, they're not looking at the right places. You make money on Ericsson, you make money on Limelight. Tapestry is already down, which is normal because it's already 100%, right? 17 to 34. Zoom Video, you've got a lot of selling pressure here about 470, but here about 330. I think that is a support. So if Zoom Video actually manages to fall down about 330, guys, this is a range trade in my view. So last night, by the way, Disney was actually interesting. Disney was falling to about 163. So the mechanics for me is I bought here at about 120. I averaged up here at 170. And even at the 163 all the way to 153, I'll be willing to buy this. So yeah, I'm looking to top up all of my I'm looking to top up some of my existing positions. And then people are saying, the plays are not yet in full-blown play. Weed, in my view, has a runway to go. So yeah, wait it out. Transenterix, TRXC. Yeah, people talked about this to me. Transenterix. I think I remember discussing this in another video. I just forgot. What was this again? I'm really bad when it comes to all these healthcare related names. Transenterix, yeah, minimally invasive surgery, surgical robotics. total resistance. What's this? Let me view it again. It is between the surgeon and the patient to improve minimally invasive surgery. So it's more like it reminds me a little bit of ISRG. So it's like a robot that helps people for surgery. So surgical robotic platform globally, augmented intelligence. They've got 2019 offerings at the price of how much? 25 million shares was sold. Oh, where? Which price? 2019, they raised money. 2020, they raised money at 68 cents. So, yeah, the people who got in here, acquisitions, facilities, SurgiBot system, they've got, so they were comparing themselves that Da Vinci is robotic assisted surgery, but Senhance of Transenterics is actually familiar for laparoscopic surgeons, and digital laparoscopy is a product in development. So, okay, let me be honest here. I think that there will be people who are interested to buy Transenterics, and that's the reason why TRXC already rose from 36 cents to $4. So it was a 10x move in a month. And usually when a 10x move happens, it doesn't go down to 36 cents. I'll give you my analysis here based from a chart perspective. From a charting perspective, I think that the lowest that this falls is just $2. So those who don't have Transenterics, if you really believe in the surgical movement of this laparoscopy that you can read about, of course, like you can read more about Transenterics, the commercial ability of this Senhance surgical system, it remains to be I think it's a possible buy for people who believe in it. But I would say that try to enter somewhere within the $2.37 zone all the way to about 188. So I'd say that they will try to take profit. I'm not sure if $2.76, $2.95. Of course, it can go up again, but you've got a huge resistance here at $4. So if you're entering at $3, an upside of $4, but a downside of $1, it's just like 50-50, right? If you enter at $3, you can go to, if you're willing to buy 3 all the way to 2, then go ahead. So that your average will be a 2.5. Because anyway, most of these names, they will actually take some time to consolidate after a 10x move, right? So there's a lot of companies that did 10x in about 3 months. You've got your fuel cell, you've got your even your nano dimension is roughly gonna hit 10x already. So at some point in time, a 10x move in 3 months might actually have some leeway for profit taking. There are more questions, so let me answer some of them. Workhorse are getting some new love. I'm not willing to buy Workhorse at about $30. Like I was okay to buy it at 6 to 10. I even said okay, $16, but at 36, it's not a buy. You could sell at 35. You could even see it go 50. But end of the day, it's already free money. I think that Workhorse is a free money for everyone already. It's not a buy. Plymouth Rock. Okay, so Plymouth Rock is actually PRT. Plymouth Rock is in Canada, which is, in my view, like a drone company, right? So let's read about Plymouth Rock together. Let me show to you the Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock is a drone company in Canada. And Plymouth Rock Technologies. So it's a team of experienced scientists, engineers, and businesses to develop exclusive IP to grow challenges in security screening and threat detection markets. Actually, somebody shared Plymouth Rock to me. And when I took a look at it, I said that, all right, looks like you're right, because they also got issuance and patents for collaboration. So I think that this company actually signed up with letter of intent, a lot of drones. You could see this, Plymouth Rock announcing a reseller agreement for some of their cutting edge technologies. So there's a lot of private placements on this. Let me read all the news for you on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock, June 25, was a leader in the development of cutting edge technologies. They are even issuing UK patents for their millimeter wave technology. For those who aren't aware what millimeter wave technology is, it's used for a lot of airports. So harmless MMW is used in almost all airports to safely screen people, providing a greater degree of search intelligence. So it's utilized to penetrate various footwear materials. So if you have a gun there, they'll be able to screen you. So launched in 2019, this was actually a U.S. Department of Homeland Security Science and Technology program. And they're immediately developing technologies for passenger screening, state-of-the-art technologies. And they're going to, resource other security projects to task. We're confident of our PRT patent portfolio. And this patent is going to expand our integrated IP property roadmap. So we're announcing as well that Dr. Matthew Southgate has joined a move towards commercial trials of the shoe scanner platform. So yeah, so this is a good thing on Plymouth Rock. There's more actually. This is a company that I am okay with. Plymouth Rock is collaborating with Middle East technology leader STA Qatar. What are they doing here? They're focusing on state security and utilizing unmanned aerial vehicles, sensors, detectors. So they're doing a lot of national security, including borders, public events. And they're working with Qatari leadership with 27 years of experience gained in NASA and Silicon Valley. STA provides mission-critical aerial solution and intelligence, so more like military-related for search and rescue, even firefighting. Our interest in Plymouth Rock is their ability to deliver combined intelligence sensors, outputs from the air, and maintain a world-class all-weather flight performance characteristics. So the stated Dr. Khalid Ali, CEO and founder of STA Qatar, he said, being 100% Qatari-owned tech company, focusing on both self-developed solutions as well as collaborations with best-in-class companies, allows us to leverage our platform and commercial opportunities put forward in Qatar. So you could see that the intent, right? It's really like the NASA partnering with them, Silicon Valley. Take note, there's a letter of intent, bringing compact threat detection radar to the market. So look, I'm gonna share to you the exact chart of Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock already rose from about 25 cents all the way to $1. That is in Canada. So that was a 5x move in just a short span of time. We're talking about just January. How many companies do you actually saw a 500% move? This 58 cents today is actually more like an opportunity for those who are not aware of what Plymouth Rock does. So to me, if you don't have Plymouth Rock, take a stab and enter today at about 60 cents all the way to 48 cents. Of course, some of you can't access Canada. So the US Americans here should buy through here, PLRTF, because it is listed in the OTC market. Plymouth Rock Technologies, this dropped from about so take note, it's 18 cents all the way to 90 cents. So it was 5x, right? Right now, you're seeing it drop at about 46 cents. You want to actually enter there because that is your actual 50% mark. This is really an entry opportunity, guys. If you got in about 65 cents, you're entering at 50 cents or 50 cents below. Even if it goes to 35 cents, you want to enter this because these are the type of 10x companies, in my view, that are worth their money. You're early in a trend. You're going to see it hit $2 or $5 someday in the future. That's why you make money while sleeping. You buy what you know and you make money. Somebody's asking, Triple D, is it still cheap? No, we entered Triple D at $7, not at $45. Even if I believe in additive manufacturing moving forward, I would not, okay, 45 can go $50, right? But what's the risk that you're taking? 45, people could just take profits all day for you. So if you don't know how to enter correctly, you should also deserve to lose money. Like you buy 45, it goes to $30, and you ask, Nikki, why did I lose money in additive manufacturing? Blah, 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 la, la, la. Look, if you're late, you're late. I can't make anything for you to make money if you're late. Okay? So guys, there's so many 10x companies in the world. If you are late in a game, don't worry. Sometimes the markets can fall and you can actually get a better entry price. So example, Plymouth Rock fell 30%. Is that a buying opportunity? Yes. The answer is yes. Sunrun, CLA, THBR. Sunrun hasn't fallen yet. Like it's what, $70? I don't think that is a great entry opportunity. Sunrun is what? After hitting 100, it's now 69. So I'd wait for it to hit 63 below, and I'm going to get in Sunrun. It's okay. I like the 10x trend on Sunrun, but try to haggle if you can enter lower. THBR is Thunderbridge. That would be NB Semiconductor. Right now, some SPACs are falling back to 10, 11. If you truly believe in this name, you're entering at 11, you entered at 13. If you don't have it at 11, sure, you can enter here. $11. Actually, there are some legit 100, 500% moves on SPACs that are something worth your money. Try to get into some SPACs while they're at $10, $11. CLA, colonnade is lighter for the masses. Ouster, CLA is ouster. If you can get in at $11 or $10, I'm gonna get in. That's great. I mean, the only reason why you entered at 13, 14 is because you're so scared that it doesn't go back down to $10. That's the point. I'd love it at 13. I'd love it even more if they fall in at 10. My gosh, give it to me because I love CLA. Like, I really love LiDAR for the masses. For those who aren't aware of what CLA is, go subscribe to Awesome10x Inner Circle. We have a deep dive on companies like these. And my gosh, you would love these companies when you really study the company better. Bye-bye. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Awesome10x signing out. Bye-bye.